So students, in the previous video of pair of linear equations in two variables, we were solving an exercise. It's exercise 3.2. In exercise 3.2, we are solving this problem. See, almost I solved this problem. I represented the equations in terms of algebraic representation. Only thing is we need to draw the graph. See, to draw the graph, we got some larger numbers here. See, 1 second, I will explain you how to take the values. Then after this, again I formed these equations. X values and y values will take. X values and y values for the first equation. What is my first equation? X is equal to y plus 4, and x minus y is equal to 4. X is equal to y plus 4 is there. X is equal to y plus 4 is there. If we change the value of y or put some values of y and take the corresponding value of x. If I put here x is equal to 2, y will be 2 plus 4. So x will be 6. If I put here y is equal to 4, then this 4 plus 4 will be 8. If I take y is equal to 8, y is equal to 6, then 6 plus 4 it will be 10. Some even number of values I am taking. Okay? So that we can draw the graph very easily. And another equation is there, that is x is equal to 36 minus y. If I take x is equal to y values, I will take corresponding values of x. Y values, x values. Okay? Now you see, put some even number of values. If I take x is equal to, y is equal to like 12, this will be minus 12, then x will be 24. If I take y is equal to 20, or you can take y is equal to 16, then x will be 20. If I take x is equal to 20, y is equal to 20, and 36 minus 20 will be 16. Follow this. Y 16, x 20, y 20, x 16. Okay. By taking a smaller scale, 1 centimeter, like how will you take the scale now is, this x and y are the dimensions of this garden here. Then for this purpose, what I will take, since I want a value up to 24, maximum value of x is 24, then I will take on x-axis, we will take 1 unit or 1 centimeter is equal to 2 meter of the dimension. Y-axis also same scale. Y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 2 meter length or 2 meter breadth. Then here we will take 0, 0. This is very clear. See now, first equation I am taking 0, 0. Then it will be 2. This is 4, 6. 1 unit I am taking 2 values, 2 meter. This is 8, 10, 12, 14. I have another point here, 16, 18, 20, 22. Here it is 2, 1. Next, these are the values I am taking here: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Another I will take it as 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Last value will be 24. This value. Maximum value how much I want? 24 x value. Slightly you can take this vertical line this side so that you can adjust these values. Okay. Then I will draw the graph for both the lines. First line you see 6 2, x6, y2, 8 4, x8, y4, 10 6. Okay, first line. We'll draw the straight line. Okay, then another line is there. This is 24 12. This is 24. Then y will be 12 here like this. This is 24 extreme line. Then another is there 20 16, 20, then this is 20, this is 16, 16 here, this is the point. Then another line is there, another point 16 20, this is 16 and y is 20, 16, y is 20, somewhere it comes here. Then if you join all these points to form a straight line, then these comes to be intersecting lines. Where they intersect each other, this is this point you see, and this point you see. They are intersecting at a 20. This is 20. This is a 16. You draw with pencil, you will get approximate points. This is 20. This is 16. That means 20 comma 16 is the solution for this equation, which is a unique solution. That means x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 16. Then 20, what we imagined is, we imagined length as x and breadth as y. That means length of that rectangular garden is 20 meter and breadth of this garden is 16 meter, because we assume that length is x and breadth is y. So this is how we have to find the dimensions graphically. Found it. Imagine. Okay, this is question number 5. Then in question number 6 you see, question number 6, here we have to write only 3 equations. See, one equation is generally given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. Write another equation in 2 variables such that it is going to represent geometrical representation, so that the pairs formed will be intersecting parallel lines, coincident lines. That means this is the line given, 2x plus 3y is equal to 8 I will take. we have to write another line which intersect with this, which will be parallel to this line, and which is coincident with this line. See, we know the geometry, we know the conditions, algebraic conditions we know. What are the algebraic conditions that we know is, suppose if I multiply this line by 2, if I multiply this line by 2, then what will get? Then it will be 4x plus 6y, 4x plus 6y is equal to 2 into 8, 16. I have written another line here. Okay. My original line is 2x plus 3y is equal to 8. I have written another line which is multiplying this by 2. I got 4x plus 6y is equal to 16. Then why I multiplied? Because I should get, suppose if I take the ratio of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, here you see a1 by a2, a2 is 1 by 2, b1 by b2 again I got 1 by 2, c1 by c2 I will get 1 by 2, because I got this equation from this equation only. By multiplying, I derived the second equation from the first equation only. So that if I take the ratio of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, all the ratios comes to be equal. If all the ratios are equal, then a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. It indicates that these two lines are coincident lines. Okay. If you write another line in this form, like for example, this is my original equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 8. What is the condition for parallel lines? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. That means I will write here some number 4, so that 2 by 4 is half. Then I will write here 6y, same as it is in the previous line, 6y, so that again b1 by b2 is half. a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, but it should not be equal to c1 by c2, means write some other number here, write 7. You can write 6 also. You can write any number, so that this divided by this should not be equal to half. Because a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to what we observed, it is half. But this ratio should not be equal to c1 by c2. That means you write any number here, so that if you divide it 8 by this number should not be equal to half. Okay. We have written which line? A line which is parallel to given equation. If I want to write intersecting lines, see, 2x plus 3y is equal to 8. We have to write another line which intersect with this. Intersecting means what? a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. Then write some number here. Here I will write 3x. This is 2 by 3. Here I will write 5y is equal to 10. Like, this is one possible equation I am telling. You can write so many equations like this. See, what is the condition is a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. That is, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then these two will be intersecting lines. If a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2, this will be parallel lines. See, If a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then these two will be coincident lines. This is one possible equation I told. You can write so many equations like this. It should be coincident with this. If a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, if we make, and this if we write different, then you can write it, then you can say that these are parallel. If I write the equations like this, a1 by a2, you see here, this is 2 by 3. b1 by b2, you see right here, this is 3 by 5. That means what condition I satisfied is a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Therefore, these two lines are intersecting lines. That means you can write like these are parallel. This line is intersecting with this. This line is coincident. Okay. Let's solve one more problem here, which is this equation. Okay. Here only I will solve this. You see, draw the graphs of equations this and this. What is this? X minus y is equal to x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. You can write the equations like this. One is x minus y is equal to plus 1, you take it this side. It will be minus 1, which implies that x is equal to minus 1 plus y. Minus 1 plus y. Or you can write x is equal to y minus 1. We made it simple. X is equal to y minus 1 means you take any values of y and write the corresponding value of x. If I put here y is equal to 2, 2 minus 1, I will get 1. If I take y is equal to 3, 3 minus 1, this will be 2. If I take y is equal to 4, 4 minus 1, x is 3. Simple values we got for x and y. Okay, first line. What is my next line? 3x plus 2y is equal to, instead of writing this as minus 12, I will take it right side, so that it will be 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. Then can you tell me from this equation what is either x or y you can take? 2y is equal to what? 2y is equal to 12 minus 3x. Then y is equal to what? 12 minus 3x by 2. Then what I will do? I will take some values of x and corresponding value of y I will write. If I take x is equal to 0 here, x is equal to 0, then what it will be? 12 minus 3x. 12 minus 3x. X is equal to 0 if I put, then this will be 0. 12 by 2, it is 6. If I write here x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, this is 12 minus 3. 3 into 1, 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 by 2 will come to be a fraction. Leave it. If I put x is equal to 2 here, then this is 3 into 2, 6. 12 minus 6, 6. 6 by 2, 3. X is equal to 2. Y I will get 3. Okay. x2, y3. Then if I put y is equal to 0 here, can I write x is equal to? Y is equal to 0 means this 2 will come this side. or in this equation you can also refer y is equal to 0 means this term will become 0, 3x will be equal to 12, x will be equal to, that means if I put y is equal to 0, x will be 4. Then by using a simple scale you can draw the graph. See, this is 0 comma 0. What is the first line values? You write the values first here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Then it is 1 comma 2. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. Then it is 2 comma 3. This is 2 and this is 3. 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4. This is one line I got. So if you join all these points, you will get a straight line. Get a straight line. Okay. What about second line? Second line, you see, second line, these are the values. 0 comma 6, x 0, y 6. 2 comma 3, this is 2, this is 3. 0 comma 4 comma 0, this is 4. Then it will be 0 here only. If I join all these points, I will get another straight line. These will be intersecting lines. So what is asked in the question, you see, first they asked us just what is asked. First these two lines will be represented by graphically. See, first it is what is asked in the question. Initially they told that you should draw the graphs of these two lines. Determine the coordinates of this. See, determine the coordinates of the triangle formed by these lines and x-axis, not y-axis. These lines and x-axis. See, these are the two lines. These are the two lines. And what is this? This is x-axis. The triangle which is formed between these lines and x-axis, you see, these lines and x-axis, it is this. So what are the coordinates of that triangle? Here we have the coordinates are the triangle formed by these two lines and x-axis. This triangle is A, B, C, you can say. What are the coordinates of A? This is 2 comma 3. Coordinates of B. This is 0 and this is minus 1. X is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 0. At this point you see, this is the point minus 1, 0. This is B. Coordinates of this point C are 4 comma 0. And they asked us shade the triangular region. Shade the triangular region. You can shade it like this. Okay. If they asked you what is the coordinates of the triangle formed by these two lines and y-axis, then this will be my triangle. See, these are the lines. This is y-axis. This is A, this is D, this is E. ADE is the triangle formed by these two lines with y-axis. ABC is the triangle formed by these two lines with x-axis. Okay, they told you what is the triangle formed with x-axis. Triangle formed by these lines with x-axis, and find the coordinates of that triangle. Coordinates are 2, 3, minus 1, 0, and this point C is 4, 0. Then they asked you to shade the triangular region. You can shade it. Okay, this is the last question of exercise 3.2. Then here, after this, we'll end the graphical representation as well as graphical solution of pair of linear equations. In the next video, we'll study algebraic methods. There are three important methods are there: substitution method, and one more is elimination method is there, cross multiplication method is there. Those three are called as algebraic methods of the solution of linear equations. Algebraic methods we can start in next class, and we can solve those problems, and we can have the class with board. Okay.